Good day everyone, my name is Camjack and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing a little bit of a special video. It is of course December 31st, the last day of 2018, and I thought we'd end it on a high note by discussing Colony Wars, the main series of the channel, talking a little bit more about it, giving you some behind the scenes access, and giving a hint towards the future. Now obviously Colony Wars ended around about December 23rd for our mid-season break. That doesn't mean we're moving to Season 2, it means the second half of Season 1 is going to be happening in January 2019. 2019 is a very big year for myself. I'm moving forward with a lot of projects, particularly a lot of stuff surrounding Space Engineers, but Colony Wars is of course one of them. If you want to see more information about 2019 and what it holds for the channel, check out my video tomorrow, which will be on New Year's Day, aka January 1st, 2019, discussing what the year holds for myself. Don't forget to check that out, it's going to be pretty cool. But in the meantime, you've come here for one sole reason, that is to explore the Colony Wars world with me. I wanted to show you what it's all like before we blew it to hell in the last episode of 2018, as it was quite a fun episode of film. I know there's a few hard feelings of the way it ended, but I'm hopefully going to shed some light on that and explain things, because I think a lot of people didn't quite understand how we chose to end it in a sort of way, so hopefully moving through there, I can sort of talk about it as I move through the world. But let's jump into it. So we're of course at my sort of team's home base. This is the RWA home base. You've obviously got the Dawnbreaker parked there, our selection of heavy gunships, the giant welder pit of death over here, or the welder pit of lag I believe we called it, and all the other buildings you've come to see for the last 35 episodes I think it was now. Yeah, we've come a long way this year. The series certainly has done quite well, I'd say. It's beaten my expectations of how well the series would do, which is always a good thing, and your guys' support for it has really blown me away. Yes, there has been tough moments in it, like I say, with characters dropping in and out and people letting us down, it's always going to be a difficult one, but the best thing I always found by doing is just getting on with it and continuing. People will come and go, things will change over time, but it's important just to move along and actually continue with it. Colony Wars is a series I've created with myself and Aaron, and I'm not going to let little things just stop me from producing it, as it's amazing. I love producing Colony Wars. It's a really fun series. We get to have moments like the Dawnbreaker and the gunboats, the Waffle Line, although it's not here at the minute, and just various things like that which makes the series fun. So I'm not going to let little things stop me. So if anyone's concerning that the series is stopping, no, not anytime soon. I can easily guarantee you will be going way past February 2019 for this series. It's been amazing so far. Thanks to everyone who has watched it, and thank you to those who have been a part of it as well. It has been a wild ride. 2019 holds the future for Colony Wars. But anyway, let's explore our home basements. That's what we're meant to be doing. So we've got the heavy gunboats over here. These should be on the workshop very soon. If not, they will be within the next week. Now this is a modification of Kraz's original gunboat, modified by myself. I chose to put heavy armor on it, as well as get a ton of new thrusters on the bottom here to help its upwards thrust. Now these things did serve a purpose in the end battle. They did do a lot of damage, but just not a lot that was actually visualized on screen, unfortunately. So it did appear they are quite weak. But the lasers do actually do quite a lot of damage. Now you can't see them in dedicated servers, of course. This is a Colony server I'm on. We run it on a dedicated server, which operates differently from a local client game, what we did Colony Survival on. So therefore, the lasers do not actually appear on dedicated servers. Then also we have the Dawnbreaker over here, which is now on the workshop. You can go download this if you haven't already. I know a lot of people have loved seeing the ship. And I'm blown away by people's support around it. Me and Venom obviously designed this one with the rest of the Colony, and it was really cool. I mean, hopefully we'll see another version of it in space at some point soon, as that is where the series is heading. So I don't know, maybe we'll see what happens to the Dawnbreaker. Maybe we'll get a Dawnbreaker A or something like that. It could be quite cool. Then, of course, we have the original base over here, Kraz's Garage, with... I didn't really get much use in it, because we kind of disbanded the Rovers early on, as it didn't work. But we're going back to Rovers soon, which would be quite cool. Then, also, we've got the main base over here, which has seen many, many different changes. I've still got the office up here. This is still living. The desk's not here anymore, but there's still a load of other things going on, which is quite nice. And then, also, we've got a basement down here. Again, never really used. We've also got the cargo area down here, which is very good. One of my favourite scenes from episode 35, when Venom was down here, and you can see the explosions coming through the walls as he was trying to take cover. A very cool scene that was. But you got all the stuff down here. And so it's going to be a shame to leave this sort of base idea behind, as it was quite nice being here for a while. I enjoyed building it all up with the waffle line and crazy moments like that, and it was really cool. And I know you guys liked it as well. That's why I'm happy to announce I am soon going to be uploading this world to the Steam Workshop, so you can get the final phase of the world to actually come and play with it yourself and explore the sort of hidden gems around the base, and of course play with it and blow it up, whatever you want to do, test it, I don't know. You guys probably want to do something with it, so I'm going to put it up in the workshop for you to be able to come and enjoy the series with us, as it's going to be quite cool. Anyway, also got Horse's ship over here as well. Now he built this one as like another sort of line of defense for us. This one did alright, to be honest. It was armed for his 900mm, which actually didn't do too bad. They really did some damage, so it's going to be nice to have this one in the workshop soon. I'm not sure if he's uploaded it just yet. If not, we'll have to put it on the workshop later when we ask him. but it'd be quite cool. And obviously we have the Arrowhead rocket over here as well, which I've been meaning to upload for a while. I think we called it Arrowhead or something like that. I know it's in my files called Arrow or something like that, but this is quite a cool rocket, obviously taking inspiration from the Colony Survival one and a few rockets before us. I think this is the best sort of rocket-esque design we've done so far. I can't wait to see this pop back in January, as it's going to have quite a cool little entrance I've already designed. So yeah, part of my sort of designs for the next wave of Colony Wars, or next half of the season, is to incorporate a lot more cinematic moments. Those who have been on my channel for a while now know I love sort of what we call machinima, which is creating movies and short films and cinematic moments in video games using a video game engine. Space Engineers has always been a cool opportunity for me to do that, therefore I would like to incorporate it more into Colony Wars. I've spoken to Aaron, he likes the idea of it as well, and it's something we're both agreeing to do for the next phase of the series. So hopefully you're going to see a lot more moments that are going to be cinematic-esque to, you know, boost up the quality of the series. So cinematic openings, cinematic endings. You've seen me do a few of them before, where we pan out to see the rest of the solar system after a battle or something like that, and the music follows through. Just mini sort of moments like that, where it sort of like makes the series' production quality just appear 100 times better. So I'm hopefully going to be doing that in the next wave. Anyway, let's nip over to the drone base where I can talk a little bit more about their stuff and show you off some hidden features. Now, fun little fact, while I'm here, this is where the RWI base is, and then the drone HQ is all the way over here, so only roughly about 20 to 30 kilometers away. And this is what we designed originally, basically because we theorized, well, if we put it too far away, then it wouldn't be good enough because, you know, people could just, it would take too long to get there essentially. So we theorized we put it closer. And obviously this is the drone HQ before the battle. You can see there is up to a lot of stuff. This dreaded welder, which always wound me up, is over here. You got Finch's ship, which he just completed and was blown up at the end of the battle. And then you've got the door of the Explorer over here. She's not doing so well at the minute. It looks like she's been gutted completely. So this was before the battle. We obviously had to bring in some more ships and replace some others. This was a glitch beforehand. But yeah, this is most of it. Obviously the drone hive, seen many modifications since then. It's now got a ton of guns up the front there. These even cleared in. Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, it's the drone hive. I'm sort of proud how I designed this. Obviously Aaron built the drone hive originally, then I came along and designed the ground set for this. So I put the hive in the ground like this, gave him that slanted design without realizing what I was doing. But I was really happy with how the interior, they made the interior come along because it was really quite cool. You had Aaron's office over here, which was sadly destroyed by a spinning chair, which ripped a hole through the wall. You got other offices over here as well. I'm not sure who this was or whatever it was. And then I think you got over here. This is Kraz's collection, which is a little bit weird. The drones, they're very into some weird shit. But yeah, that was kind of a drone hive there. It's pretty straightforward. Obviously, they had all their ships over here. I think most of these are available in the workshop now, especially the Spitfires you see here, and the Grim Reapers, wherever they are. I think he's discontinued them now, but you can find these ones on the workshop should you want them. They're pretty cool ships. Papal designed these really well. He's one of my moderators. Obviously, he's on the drone team as well, but these ships work really well. You can split them in half and they still fly. As you saw in the ending of Aaron's side, we tried to blow one up. It didn't go too well. Now, I know a lot of people are sort of confused over the ending of the sort of mid-season final for Colony Wars. I'm going to try and shed some light on it there, and hopefully give you our POV on why we designed it that way. So basically, obviously, at the end of Colony Wars on my side, we are totally obliterated, which means it is a loss for RWI. A lot of people are feeling like it may have not been a loss because the drones also suffered losses, but I can confirm to you, for the moment of sort of plot and just going forward like that, it is a monumental loss for RWI. Our team did absolutely lose the whole thing. That's it. The drones did definitely win that major battle. I know a lot of people are thinking, oh, it's plot armor, they lost some ships, etc. like that. No, let me explain. So the hive, obviously, we already came up with the hive. The idea is it sends out a signal to connect drone ships together. Now, we couldn't bring any of the ships here apart from Adora to space with us, as we wanted to give the series another bolt in space to essentially prolong it. Battles and that don't last long in Space Engineers, therefore we wanted to try a new frontier with space. So essentially, we blew up the rest of the ships because we weren't going to bring them with us and wanted to continue it that way. I know a lot of people see that as plot armor. Realistically, though, it's not. It's not plot armor or anything like that. The idea behind the drone ships exploding was that the bomb was planted in the hive by Finn. You can see this and hear this in my POV while we're actually still in the live fire battle, where I say Finn plant the explosives and he confirms he does that. I send Finn and Ivals down a tunnel, which you can actually find somewhere down here still. Here it is. The tunnel is down here. You saw me and Finn digging it originally, so he knows where it is. And I believe Finn planted some explosives there. And when the Dawnbreaker crashed over there in the final, you can see the base roughly blow up. Now, I didn't actually catch it on camera, and Finn's POV wasn't that good enough to feature in the thing. So rather than just leave it out to leave more of a sort of a void, and why the hell did that happen, I thought to reshoot the explosion of the hive in cinematic mode. So we came back a week later and filmed it there so it could explode and look a bit more cinematic. Now, obviously, on my side, that caused the ship to fall out of the sky. The idea and sort of story element behind this was as the local hive was blown up, it sort of disconnected the signal from the drone ships, apart from the door. As a lot of people did catch on, the door wasn't there, giving the indication that the drone team have gone to space, much like the RWI team. That's the idea behind it. There is no plot armor. We needed to leave the ground side anyway, and we're not going to use this world again. Simple reason is because it takes resources and stuff to use this world. It'll be much easier for us to use a clean world. So we're not going to be seeing any of these ships again. Oh, but you could have taken them to space. Yeah, it wouldn't have been that interesting in my opinion. So I chose to basically do that, and Aaron agreed with me as well, and that's basically the way we choose to take it. I can understand some people are not exactly happy with that, as they think it seems like plot armor that the drones had to suffer a loss because we lost. That's simply not the case. I know a lot of people were confused about that, which is a shame to see, but the drone ships weren't blown up because we also blew up. Kind of going into this, I always knew we were probably going to lose anyway, because our forces weren't strategically built up to combat this. Our shining glory was the Dawnbreaker, and in fact it could hold itself against 3 ships essentially. Yeah, that's kind of how it is. But it's not plot armor or anything going forward like that. I just wanted to iron it out, as I know a few people were upset about it. But again, it is a series made to be entertaining. Don't take it too competitively, is what I tell people who are in the series and people who watch it. It's always meant to be just a bit of fun. And going forward for 2019, it's going to be another pretty interesting session. We've got some more interesting things planned than this season. A lot more action, a lot more explosions, and things to keep you entertained. Those who remember the Planet Wars series I directed in 2016-17 on my channel, if you remember that series, you are going to like the next wave of Colony Wars, as it is going to be quite a cool series going forward. Like I say, I can understand some people aren't happy with the ending of the mid-season final, but again, we can't always make everyone happy is what I'm going to say to that. It's impossible for me to know what is right and what is wrong in the eyes of everyone. So I know a lot of people enjoyed it on my side, which is great. A lot of people didn't quite understand it on Aaron's side, but hopefully if you're seeing this, this might shed some more light on it. There is sort of no plot armor to the S thing. I mean, to give you an idea of how the plot armor sort of went backwards, we did originally say to Aaron, don't blow up our rocket, our base, but in one of the shots you can see our rocket getting totally obliterated. Obviously we did need that in order to go to space at that time, as we were stopping the series for December, so we did have to paste the rocket back in and therefore jet to space. So I'd call that as a complete victory for the drones, even though they lost their ships. And given it, they still hold the door, which is obviously not here, it's the wrong model, but it's a heavily armed ship, so they're going to enjoy their next moment in space, which is going to be pretty cool. So obviously the continuation of Colony Wars in 2019 is going to be a big thing for myself and Aaron at Last Stand Gamers. Obviously we know where we're going, what we're doing. You guys don't just yet, but look out for a teaser coming later this week, probably on the Friday or the Sunday, showing you a little bit of what's to come in the Colony Wars world. It's going to be quite fun, and I can't wait to share the rest of it with you. If you have any questions, feel free to comment them down below in the comments, and I'll be sure to try and reply to you without giving too many spoilers. And if you have any thoughts of what might happen, I'll see if anyone can guess what sort of direction we're going down in the series. In that time though, I hope I've shed some light on some of the Colony Wars World stuff today, discussed a bit with you and shown it off. I hope everyone's had a fantastic 2018. It has been a fantastic year for myself and the channel, and I cannot wait to share the rest of 2019 with you. It's going to be a fun year. Happy New Year everyone, and yeah, we'll see you later. Goodbye.